Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Netherwar, A Sacrifice of Self. Thank you for joining us for your weekly dose of superhero shenanigans. My name is Alex, and I will continue to be your humble game master for this series. I am aware that everybody is in the wrong spot. I'll fix it in just a minute.
I'm Mortis again.
Yeah, Cat's camera shut off. And then
Oh,
it
my
shifted
bad, guys.
everybody around, but that's okay.
Somehow it doesn't touch me.
Because you're always here first. You're always here first. Tonight we are playing Mutants Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG, which is produced by Green Ronin Publishing. It is a D20 system that allows players to create their own unique or iconic superheroes with enough crunch in the rules for folks who are into that sort of thing. It also features hero points, which are a special resource players can use to empower their heroes when the going gets tough. Heroes can take additional actions, increase their speed or strength for a turn, edit the scene for when they desperately need a chandelier to desperately dramatically swing from, and allows heroes to use their abilities in creative ways. They're earned through good role-playing, vivid descriptions, jokes I think are funny, and from you, the audience. If you follow, subscribe, or donate bits during the stream, you earn a hero point that you may give to the hero or game master of your choice. As the Deuce has done with their 4-month subscription. Thank you so much, Deuce. We really appreciate you. Let me know in chat whoever you want to give your hero point to, and I shall award it accordingly. We've gathered some pulp-free heroes tonight. Say pip pip cheerio heroes.
Pip, cheerio,
heroes.
I want to give everyone a chance to tell us a little bit about themselves, the character they will be playing, where else we could find them, and have them answer my question of the day, which is, what do you like most about your character? And I'll start with Kevin.
I'm Kevin. I'm playing Overdrive again, back in the saddle. I don't know. I mean, my character is such a perfidious villain. I don't know. There's something about, and I've noticed, and not that I often do, because Speedster isn't really my hero type of choice, but I tend to be a little footloose and fancy free when playing a speedster. Like, I don't know, like being an emo speedster just doesn't seem to work. I don't know why that is, but so yeah, he's got some crazy stuff going on, but he's bouncing with it. Over to Jonesy.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jonesy. I can be found here on Monday nights playing Mortis. Other than that, I can be found on the Twitters and the YouTubes and the stuff. As far as what is my favorite thing about playing my character, Mortis is our living dead guy. He is pretty damaged, but yet still trying to do his best. And some of my favorite characters in comics are kind of like that way. Looking at Lord Harper, Arsenal, as a perfect example. The most broken character in DC Comics. But I love him. And yeah, so with that, I will turn it over to Kat.
Hey guys, I'm Kat. I'm glad to be here again. Sorry I missed last week. I usually play Centuria, but tonight I'm playing Centuria in Mortis 2's body. So that's going to be fun. As for my favorite thing about my character, what? Words? No? Okay. My favorite thing about Centuria is just how strong she is, like after everything that she's been through. She was alone for 10 years. She comes to this weird earth where nothing is like she has seen it for the last 10 years, and then her husband doesn't even like her, and like there's just like she's just so strong, and I really, really admire her for that. So yeah. And with that, I'll just pass it to Andy.
Hello, I'm Andy. I'm here on Monday nights for Netherwar, and you can find me over on our website where I write blog posts when I have inspiration. You can also find me over on our YouTube channel where I host the Storyforge series. Both blogs and Storyforge hoping to be ramping up here soon, so keep an eye out for that. Tonight I am playing Resonant back in her body, thankfully. Our resident gem mage. And what I like most about playing my character, I like the fact that I've been able to kind of organically grow her over the course of this entire arc. I mean, we've been doing this for over a year now, and Resonant started off very kind of shy and unsure of her powers, and she's dealt with the how do I make it up to my friends for leaving them behind and leaving them to go off and do other things. And she's really kind of grown into the role that I envisioned for her, and been it's been good to get there organically and not just have it kind of forced. So with that, I'll pass it over to Calvin.
Okay. Well, hey everybody, I'm Calvin, and tonight I'll be playing Bowman, the agile archer with an awesome array of arrows, also back in his own body. Yeah, I'm here every Monday, but I'm also over on the Will Dice channel every week on Wednesdays. We upload a new episode of the podcast where we talk about GM stuff, and we have a lot of exciting Lancer stuff coming up the next few weeks. So if you're into that game, be sure to check us out there for the next 6 weeks. And there's gaming streams as well when I have the energy for it. As for the question of the day, my favorite thing about my character, I mean, I do like the development I've been able to do with him. I like doing the voice. It's kind of one of my favorite things. I think what I like most, though, is that I get to express the two of my favorite things about superhero comics, which is that. I mean, partially those grim, dark kind of characters, those street level guys who are just punching dudes and using the tools they can get their hands on. And then a bit of the wacky silliness, like Bowman's a guy who can talk like this, and it's totally normal for him. But he also has an arrow that sprays paint everywhere, and it just fits into his character. I don't feel like there's any limit to what kind of arrows I can create, because they're all just part of the same guy. And those are some of my favorite things about comics. I like today. I get to express that with this weirdo with his sideburns. And with that, I'll pass it back up to Alex.
Well, hello everybody. I am the GM. I don't have a character, but I will say my favorite thing about Overdrive is that he is always persevering and always coming up with new and creative ways to not be a one-trick pony, despite having the punchy punches. My joke favorite thing about Mortis is every time Jonesy says "Living Dead Guy," the guitar riff for "Living Dead Girl" plays in my head.
Which is why I say it.
True story.
But Mortis is... Oh, there's an echo. That's weird. Now it's gone. Okay. Mortis is always able to survive everything that life is thrown at him, and he has found a way to... He's found a way to take a character that could be very one-note and very grim-dark and infested it with a lot of light and happiness, which is cool for a spooky character. And my favorite thing about Centuria is that Kat was willing to jump in here, both feet in the water, not knowing anything about what we were doing, and found a way to take a character that wasn't really something that she's used to and turned it into her own special thing, which is awesome. And I can't see Centuria any other way, and I write Mutants Masterminds for a job, so...
It cause a problem with your day job.
Yeah, it is causing a problem. Because all of my Astonishing Adventures art orders are like, I want Centuria and Bowman doing this. I want Centuria and Bowman doing that. And I would like you to throw Thunderbolt directly into a dumpster.
Wow.
Or Thunderbolt.
My favorite thing about Resonant is that Andy has found a way to bring a lot of light and warmth into this group and act as the mom for everybody. And I think that's sort of a natural thing for Andy, but I'm glad that there is a space that Andy is allowed to express that in a creative and engaging way with everybody. And I like Calvin's commitment to all of the different kind of arrows he can come up with Bowman, and all the crazy head scratching I have to do to make the arrow concepts he has fit into place when he sends me builds. And I love that he has found a way that even though Bowman didn't have an explicit story arc dedicated to Bowman, he has found the way for Bowman to have something related to everybody with everything going on, and to have this underlying current that wasn't expressly stated in a number of different episodes, but happened in the background of the other stuff that was going on, like with Sophie and the Southside Rejuvenation Project and with Jason. It's just been a lot of fun. I like all of you, and I'm very excited to be playing this game.
Not to take away from Pat's contributions, but are the rest of us supposed to know what we're doing? Like, I didn't get that. No.
I mean, you all had a little bit more warning. We had a whole session 0, and we had a
Make
battle
it till you
plan.
make it. Make it till you make it. Okay.
I mean, basically.
That's our show, everybody. It's our life motto. And I think without further ado, also, Jonesy is giving his hero point to Cat for being stuck in Other Mortis's body. And Deuce is giving his hero point to Overdrive in a surprising display of generosity.
What are you doing?
Don't ruin the moment.
Yeah, what are you doing? I mean, it's the week before Valentine's Day, and here you are, just crapping over the place.
Here we are. Hey, Kevin, who are you going to take out for Valentine's Day, Centuria or Tracy?
Dude, that was low.
Thunderbolt.
Oh, God. He's in the trash dumpster. I mean, somebody will bring him something.
Just glad you didn't ask me.
Here's some chocolates. Yeah.
Okay, so I think without further ado, we can go ahead and get started. Last time on Netherwar, our heroes opened by facing off against Mortis's possessed stepfather, Reverend Wrathborn. They managed to fight the good Reverend to a standstill, keeping Mortis's mother safe and banishing the spirit trapped within. Unfortunately, this wasn't a warm family reunion, and the heroes left the bigots to wallow in their misery together. After this, the gang headed off. Sorry, 1 second. After this, the gang headed off to find more spirits to protect from Dr. Necros. They headed to Barnes Baking House, where they reunited with Officer Armstrong. Officer Armstrong gave them a thermos of hot chocolate and said that the Faraberg Four were currently in the bank squaring off against a vengeful ghost. That was part of the story. It seemed the local vigilantes had encountered Dr. Necros inside, and he placed the spirit of the witch Belladonna Drebeck in the witch's body, causing the others to fall under her sway. In the ensuing fight, the witch swapped everyone's bodies around again, sending most of them to their proper destination, except for Centuria, who is now riding shotgun in Mortis 2.0 as Morturia. After dispatching the ghost, they spoke with the Faraberg Four, who offered to help with the investigation, and Blackjack handed each of them an ace of spades, which counts as a free luck point while they are within the confines of Faraberg. Forgot I needed to deal one of those out to each of you.
Woohoo.
Just let me know when you use it. And I dragged the luck point into the void, and I can't find it, so I'll find it when we get to that part of the map. The local heroes were then assigned to watch over Willa Plaza in case Necros made his move, while the Freedom League Dark headed to the Front Street Theater to find the next ghost. They did find a collection of ghosts, including a ghostly Cody manning the light sound booth. It turned out Dr. Necros had stolen the spirit of Christian Kessler, the owner of the theater, something that greatly disturbed his spectral wife, Christina. Mortis hypothesized that Dr. Necros was making do with the spirit in order to get the ritual on track, with Portia Marcone not playing ball. They called the Faraberg Four to see if they had any updates, and the line was dead. After which, the Freedom League Dark raced to Willow Plaza to find the secret tunnel open, and the local heroes nowhere to be found. And that is where we are going to begin our tale this evening, as you all are standing at the base of the statue of a man with a couple of steel driving tools above his head, and an open staircase descending down between the legs of the statue into the fountain itself.
Is there any sign of a struggle or a fight here?
There is not, oddly enough. It looks like somebody came and opened the secret tunnel and headed on in, but it doesn't look like there's any sign of debris or bullets or anything like that around.
Can we see any like light pollution from down in, as if like they're not that far gone from the entrance yet, or are we assuming they can see in the dark?
It is suspiciously dark down there.
Okay.
And cold.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I would agree. I mean, with the fact that nothing is disturbed up here, they might have just followed them. But then they didn't listen, so they placed themselves in a lot of trouble.
No, we ordered them to stay up here. I don't know why they didn't. But
We were teenagers once. Did we ever do what we were told?
I mean, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, my dad was
Most
a
of the time.
superhero. Are you kidding?
Resonant and Mortis get a little side eye at that.
The blatantly lying Bowman will put on his night vision goggles.
Oh, Wiki is also resubscribing for 5 months. Thank you so much, Wiki. And the hero point to Bowman. No superpowers, just gadget solidarity.
Yeah.
I think chat thinks something bad's gonna happen to you guys tonight. There's a lot of hero points flying around.
No.
You're just jealous because you didn't get one. Oh.
Kevin, shut up.
I'm giving myself one despite Kevin.
Yeah, hey! What is this, Congress? You can't do that.
I'm raising my salary. Pray I don't raise it again.
Bunch of...
Oh no.
All right.
Oh,
Goggles
Backpack.
on. Moving forward, I suppose.
yeah. Before we head down, Resident will hang back and find Mortis 2.0. You okay, Kate?
I feel very strange and sort of dead, but yeah.
Yeah.
At least I don't feel like my cells are vibrating anymore.
That was what it was like in Overdrive's body?
A little bit.
Huh.
Can I see in the dark?
You'd have to ask Mortis.
Hey, Mortis! She whisper yells. Mortis, can I see in the dark?
Not really, but we can see souls.
That's spooky. Okay.
Oh, so you wait for one of our souls to trip, and then you know when to step.
That explains so much about Morris's relationship with the rest of the team.
Doesn't it?
Wow.
Yep, just gonna do my best and hope that I get back to my body soon. Right.
Bowman's already kind of left, and says that Resident will take up the last rank of the group and kind of enchant a light spell so that she doesn't blind Bowman wearing his night vision goggles.
Oh well, if you're doing that.
It's gonna be one of those yellow lights where it's like you can see, but it's not blinding.
Fair enough. I can work with that. Or I can use infravision. I don't know if heat vision will help here. Unless we look for a cold spot. But anyway.
This whole place is cold, apparently.
So yeah, not gonna work out. I'll stick with the night vision for now, but Bowman will give like a hand signal to move stealthily.
Is Bowman leading the way?
Is Bowman leading the way?
Sounded like you were.
Sounded that way.
Did someone else want to?
Well, Mortis is right up close next to you, so.
I think if Overdrive wanted to take the lead, nobody could stop him.
No. He could be the lead and the middle, and we wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean this is probably a better idea. But Overdrive, do you want to scout out ahead, see if you can spot anything?
Well, I can't see in the dark, so I would just be.
Here, you can borrow these.
Ah. Beans, look at that. Oh. I'll be right back.
Overdrive and night vision goggles is my favorite nerd.
The fact that most of us don't have night vision just floors me. But
I really thought that Mortis was gonna have night vision.
Something that never occurred to me to buy. I should have bought it. I should have it, but yeah.
Is it bad? I assumed he had night vision.
Well, I've got the points for it. If you want to say I have night vision, I can. That's cool with me.
That's cool. No worries. I gave all your guys' tokens night vision while we were down there, so.
Well, we have a light source.
We're playing a superhero game.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Plus, if you use the dramatic lighting again, it will crash me. So that's not good.
Well, here's hoping that doesn't happen.
My poor old PC doesn't function well with dramatic lighting.
So, Overdrive, you race down first. As you
Yes.
run down the stairs, you distinctly feel the pop, skip, flush of passing through another dimension.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
And as you rush out into the room, you do find yourself standing in a large, rectangular, crypt-like space. There's a number of different pillars and columns about. There are 3 statues ahead of you in this chamber. The hallway leading back is not visible for you.
What?
The hallway that leads back to where your friends are is no longer present.
Oh. That's...
The 3 statues in front of you, however, you notice depict. Just grabbing stuff and things over here. The 3 faces of Sifunador separated, each with their hands cupped together facing up. You see Una, Sophie, and Malador, the mystic. And there are sort of glowing runes on the base of these statues. And the whole
That was
area
some-
is sort of bathed in this eerie pink, purplish gold light.
Out of foolish desperation, I will pull the communicator out. Guys, it's there's some dimensional guys.
Your communicator does not reach them.
No, not thinking this. Try and do a high-speed recon of the area that is now open to me.
Sure. I'll just drag your token around.
Okay.
You're able to come up to here, and you see there is a room in here that has 4 pillars, and a hallway that leads to a room, a chamber that seems to have a sarcophagus of some description. This door appears to be mystically sealed. Then you run down through here. You run through a couple of different hallways. You find another mystically sealed door off to the south. And then more hallways extending. Another mystically sealed door. Some more hallways and some more mystically sealed doors. And that is what you find.
If it's been a couple of minutes, well, a couple of seconds, and we haven't heard from Overdrive because we would have expected him back shortly, I would imagine the rest of us will follow.
Oh yeah.
So oddly enough, the music kept playing the whole time, Alex, but your audio was very choppy during my little high-speed recon, so I really didn't hear much of anything you said. I'm assuming it's because the dramatic lighting stuff was flickering as the token was moved around, so...
Yeah, no worries.
If I say something dumb about something you already told me, it's because I didn't hear it.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
There's a chamber to the north that's got 4 pillars and a sarcophagus, and then there's a bunch of hallways and more mystically sealed doors.
4 pillars and a sarcophagus?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Opening tonight for the Bare Naked Ladies.
I was just thinking of 4 funerals and a wedding.
So I will then head back to the room that I entered. Tapping on the computer. Guys? It's been like all of 30 seconds. It's like an eternity. Where are you?
And it sounded like Resonant was rallying everybody to go down too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's been longer than like 5 seconds.
So when Overdrive says, "Hey guys,
He
where
must be
are
dead.
you?" all of you appear in thin air behind him.
Ah!
Hmm.
Wow. They must have upgraded these communicator things.
You trying to contact us?
Yeah, didn't you hear me? It must have been
No.
like 4 or 5 times.
Mm-mm. Nothing came through.
20 seconds is an eternity to a speedster. I'm just gonna say that. This place is really creepy.
Oh,
Really
is it-
creepy.
Did we
Just-
cross through the Did we cross through the crossroads?
Give me an expertise crossroads check.
29.
Oh, 29 as you do. Okay. Mortis, you get the distinct impression that you did pass through the crossroads, but it feels the same way Hades felt when Una was leaking into it. You think you may have stepped into the crossroads and then entered into a slipstream into one of Una's pocket dimensions.
I mean, for starters, on the creepiness, we have these 3 giant statue things here.
Bowman's looking up at the Sophie one.
You
So-
alright, bud?
Yeah, I'm good. What is this place?
Not sure.
There's a sarcophagus room, and did you say 4 pillars?
Yes, 4 pillars and a sarcophagus.
And then there's a bunch of mystically sealed doors that I obviously didn't scout out because, they were mystically sealed.
You said there were runes on in front of the statues here,
There are.
Alex.
There are.
Well, I can read and understand every language. What do I make of the runes?
Cool. So
Cool
you
words
could definitely translate the words. The word on Una's statue on the base says compassion. The one on Sophie's says courage, and the one on Malador's says thought. If you want to
Making
give me an
another C
expertise
word.
magic check, you can try to put some of that together.
Do you want expertise magic or do you want insight?
Expertise magic.
Just checking. 25.
With a 25, Resonant, you get the impression that these statues are looking for offerings. These arcane runes translate to one-word requests, and you think the statues may be key to gaining access to some of those mystically sealed chambers. You think these requests could be literal or conveyed through actions taken within the lair.
Okay. I'm wondering because these don't seem like specifics to like Una compassion. It's usually not something that I would associate her with. So maybe this is not. Maybe this is Necros's ritual beginning. I don't know, but each one of these statues is looking for an offering, and it's probably our best bet at getting deeper into this dungeon. So we need to find courage, compassion, and thought to offer these statues.
Like physical things representing them?
Or actions taken.
I think we've all taken actions for all 3 of those words.
Yeah, but I think they had to happen here. So
What about that sarcophagus? Can we go check that out while we figure out a way to show thought to a statue?
Yeah, that's the one option more creepy than the statues. That's this way. I'll lead him up. I'll give Bowman his goggles back. Thanks. These were helpful navigating this creepy place.
Yeah, no problem. He's checking to make sure he didn't like stretch the strap out or something.
I'll just drag everybody up to this chamber.
Rude.
As a matter of fact, he did stretch it out. Or not stretch it out. He could press it a little bit because Bowman's head is definitely bigger than Overdrive's head.
Probably. You gotta get over the mask and everything. Yeah, no, the goggles will go back in the belt.
So as you come up to this chamber, it is a fairly standard square chamber, extending across a number of ways. There's a pillar in each corner of the room that stretches from the bottom of to the ground to the ceiling, in the center of which you see there's a bundle of loose leaf paper. Looks like there are 5 pages total, along with 5 pens. Not modern pens, but weird-timey, old-timey pens. The sarcophagus in the chamber beyond appears to have 5 slots that are roughly letter-sized, and there are hieroglyphs depicting figures placing slips of paper within the sarcophagus. One figure has a piece of paper with a 6-letter word written on it, and you see he submits it into the slot and then gets struck by lightning. One has a piece of paper with a 7-letter word written on it. He slots it into the sarcophagus, and the door opens for him. You do notice that there are letters on each of these pillars, which I will share for you here. And I will share for chat. The four pillars each have a series of letters on them. Klaatu, Verata, Niktu. Yeah, that's a good choice.
All right.
Hey, look, I solved the Batman puzzle. Somebody else.
The last one. So Resin is looking at the columns. Well, this one is Cheshire, I think.
Or Cherish.
Didn't have another C.
I mean, the second one could be Thought if it didn't have that R. The first one maybe Believes if it didn't
Didn't it
have
say-
the A.
Oh no, never mind. You
No,
said it
go
had
ahead.
7 letters on the picture or 7 words on the letter?
7 letters.
7 letters. So maybe each one of these is
7?
there's a word inside this without that we're supposed to drop one of the letters to get a 7-letter word. Believe would be 7. The second
2 9-letter words and 2 8-letter words.
the second one could be thorough.
Why was the glyph specifically saying 6 you get struck by lightning, 7 is A-okay? If we can make 8-letter words.
Because if they're anagrams, you can make any words from the letters within here. I mean, the first one you could make able or live or lives.
Fair. Okay, so a 7-letter word from each row then? Is that what we're...
Potentially.
You do have 5 slips of paper.
So we need.
But there are only 4 columns.
But if there's a letter in each one or more than a letter in each one, that
In
is.
other words, the remaining letters should make get 7 letters.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
7-letter word. Oh,
So
5 7-letter words.
5 7-letter words. So if we start with Bowman's thought, believe
But
is
I don't
7.
think that's enough
Believe
letters.
is
5 7-letter words.
but you said there were 2 that were
8 and
9.
2 that were 9. So aren't we missing a letter?
Maybe.
Math is hard.
because that would
If
only be
one
5.
word, if one word comes out of each group, and then the leftover letters make up the fifth word.
But the fifth word wouldn't be 7 letters. That would be. I think that's what Centuria is getting at.
Oh,
Yeah.
It would be. The first row is 9 letters, and then the second row is 8. Third
Then
row is 9, and then last one is
That's
Oh, it's
2,
8.
2, 1, 2, 1. That's only.
yeah. So it's 6.
That's only 6. That must.
I miscounted one of the rows. Dang it.
But
I had to count it like 3 times before I said anything because I didn't want to sound stupid.
maybe it's not. Maybe it's not that 6 letters is bad. Maybe it's that 6 letters can't come first. Right? 7 letters, the 7-letter words first.
maybe.
Whatever, and then we have to give what's left.
Yeah, well, let's try to figure out the words and then we'll figure out what we have left. So you said believe?
Yeah, which leaves out the A and the S from the first one. Thorough.
I thought we could do thought with the second row, but there's only 1 T.
That's why it's thorough.
Mm.
Don't we need another O for that?
I think it could just be through.
No, through would only be
Through.
6.
That's 7.
THR.
OUGH.
Okay, yeah, okay. So not thorough, but through. Yeah.
None of us can count.
Apparently.
Whose idea was a math puzzle? Terrible.
It's not only a math puzzle, it's a word puzzle with math.
I'm using my fingers, guys,
The
because
worst of both worlds.
I'm sophisticated.
We spent
Okay.
half the night in different bodies. I think we can give ourselves a little bit of room here.
Fun
So
fact,
that's
if you
it.
guys get it wrong, you're switching back.
That's gonna leave an H.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll leave one of the H's.
The last one I think is Cheshire. CHESHIRE.
Oh, do we have enough
Let's say it's
E's?
cherished so that we can leave a C.
No, we don't have enough. It's not enough E's, you're right? So cherish. Yeah.
And then that leaves the C. I have no idea what the third one is.
Give me a second. CHERISH. Yeah, that would leave the C.
Calling, maybe?
Yeah, calling.
And then that leaves an N.
Let me double check. Because that one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. That one is 9, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna leave. So everyone's gonna see
So
me
it
pointing
leaves
at
an
my
I
screen.
and an N.
I and an N.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what does that leave?
SAHINC.
Mm-hmm.
This is jumble puzzle. I just realized. Chains.
Chains. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So then that's what? Believe through.
calling, cherish chains.
That makes
I
Just
might
making
just
sure.
get my speed throttled, but that's fine.
Are you at home?
I'm at home with my Ethernet cable plugged in. I don't know what's going on.
That's so weird.
Yeah, but it should be good now. Can everybody see and hear us? I'm gonna move people's faces around.
I think we have
There we
audio
go.
on the stream.
yeah, looks like we're back again.
Okay, cool.
Sorry about that, folks.
The gremlins in my computer just don't like math puzzles
Or the underworld.
or the underworld.
Neither do the gremlins outside of your computer. Meaning me.
Okay, so we have 4 words, and the leftover letters make a 5th word.
Yes.
But those
So-
words don't make a sentence.
Yeah, so we're not sure if everyone was able to get through us, but we ended up coming up with the words believe, through, calling, cherish, and chains. Chains is the one that comes left over from our from the words that we created out of the rest of the anagrams. And I was asking Alex if there was anything else in the room that would lead us to believe these have to be done in a certain order besides saying the 6-letter word comes last.
There does not appear to be anything like that. Just the 5 slots in the sarcophagus.
Okay. I don't think there's going to be an order other than placing our 5-letter words in first.
Well,
All right. Well,
leave it
let's
to
start
me,
with.
and I'll try to put it in there and hope that I don't die.
Okay. We can start with believe then.
Who's putting it in?
Me.
Also, you notice as you write down the word believe on the slip of paper, the letters disappear off of the columns.
Oh, that would have been cool.
That might serve as a check that we have the correct word.
Maybe.
The letters don't disappear.
And Morturia slips it into the sarcophagus. There is a flash of purple gold light, and you seem to be okay.
Woo!
But that
Like
slot
maple
does,
syrup on sandpaper.
that slot does disappear when you slip the paper into it.
Hey.
Are there more slots?
There are 4
Yeah, there's
more
5 slots total.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I guess Bowman will write through on a piece of paper, taking the second piece of paper and a different pen as well.
Cool. The letters disappear off of the pillars, and you are free to submit it into a slot. Same thing, purple gold light flashes, seal shut.
And Cheerio holds up her hand for a high five.
Yeah, I'll give a high five.
Yeah.
Look
Alright,
how far
I-
we've come.
I guess I'll do the same with calling.
Overdrive, same thing. The letters disappear, the slot disappears.
Okay.
Mortis, go ahead.
Maybe chains is meant for Mortis. Maybe you should put cherish in resonant.
What do you think, Derek?
And what my gut was telling me.
Okay. And I will write out cherish and slip it into the slot.
Cool. It slips into the slot. The letters disappear. The slot disappears.
I will round out the puzzle with the final word.
Awesome.
I'm sewing.
Mortis, you do notice that the letters, as they disappear, they flash red, and they appear red on the slip of paper itself. You gonna put it in the slot?
Hold up. I have an idea. Bowman, how many of your arrow shafts are metal?
Well, some are carbon fiber, some are ceramic. There's a wood one over here. Yeah, here we go.
My lightning rod arrow.
Yep, lightning rod arrow. Shove it in the ground next to Jonesy, next to Mortis.
Are there any letters left on the wall?
There do not
Besides
appear
the
to be.
6.
What'd you say, Al?
There do not appear to be any other letters on the wall.
Can we do anything else with SAHINC?
It doesn't make 7. And no, I don't think so. I think change is really the only word.
With my soul sight, do I see anything hidden?
You do
Or-
not see anything hidden with your soul sight.
Screw it! And I shove it in, and then I almost try to go insubstantial almost as fast as I possibly can, just in case.
Awesome. Go ahead and give me a dodge save. I'll allow it.
Dodge, you said, right?
Yes, please.
26.
Awesome. So you are able to dodge partially out of the way. Please give me a toughness save.
I also got evasion 2, if that matters.
That will help you get the half toughness instead of the full toughness.
So, toughness save, right?
Yes.
24.
You're A-okay. You slam this paper into the slot. The sarcophagus sort of rumbles and rattles, and this flash of lightning erupts out of it. You're able to phase through most of it. Some of it does get grounded down into the lightning bolt arrow. And two things happen. The lid of the sarcophagus pops open, and the door in the room pops open on the right. Inside the sarcophagus, you can see a mummified skull with gemstones in its eyes.
I'll go collect it.
Awesome. Mortis, you collect the skull. You sort of turn it over in your hand. You see it has a matching rune to the rune on the Malador the Mystic statue in the first chamber. The rune for thought.
One down.
Alas, poor Yorick.
I knew him well.
I guess we should move on.
I understood the reference, but yes.
They felt a little bad there. I didn't think it was that bad.
I'm feeling threatened in chat. It's not a safe space for the GM. He's got to go.
So,
Move
I
through
will-
the locked door, or the door that was locked.
yes, let's go.
Yep.
Awesome. Proceed.
Proceed.
Should we move our... Okay.
Yep, you do notice each of you as this door opens and you start moving into the hallway, you start hearing a great sound of clockwork gears grinding on themselves. Seems to be emanating from a chamber somewhere off to your right, beyond the wall.
Dracula's castle from Castlevania? Really?
I'm going to attempt to put my hand through the wall to see if it's a doable thing.
It is not a doable thing.
Didn't think so, but I figured I'd try.
Yeah, you feel very familiar spectral warding.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense. But
Okay.
didn't want to assume.
Kate, you coming?
Right behind you. She says in a man
Oh man.
voice.
Peek around the corner. See what we can see.
Awesome. As you guys peek around the corner, you do see another chamber this way, and there's another statue in here in a similar fashion to the other statues you found at the beginning of the dungeon.
And that door is open now?
That door is open, it appears.
Okay.
This statue appears to depict 7.
Hmm.
So
Holding
we gotta get up
a golden
there.
globe.
Oh, it's...
My audio wigs out whenever you're moving characters, and it moves the dramatic lighting. So like I'm missing a lot of what you're saying.
The statue that's in the room in front of Resonant is one of 7 holding a golden globe.
Yeah, all I heard was Golden Globe.
Is the audio
Nobody-
coming through okay now?
Yes, I think what happens is if you are talking while the tokens are moving and the lighting is shifting, it's more than my computer can handle, and the audio cuts out.
All right. Is everybody's token where they want it to be?
For now.
For now, okay. So this chamber has a statue of 7 holding a golden globe, and it's similar to the globes you've seen in the Nerian Nexus in the Astrolabe room that have the multiverse connectors between them, showcasing where Una's malfeasance has spread throughout the universe.
So is this supposed to be Earth Prime?
Maybe. Without taking a better look at it, I don't think that we can
Lochner.
tell. You guys want to head in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that work? Kevin,
What
can you hear us?
what you just typed? All tokens in the room, then talk.
No, I was checking to see, since we were all in the room, if you could hear
It's
us.
breaking up still.
Okay.
Are tokens done moving now?
Yes.
Tokens are done moving.
Yeah, we're just in the room.
Okay, so that, like just now, everybody came back all clear.
Okay. I was waiting until we had a combat encounter to share the map on Twitch.
Since it's a lot of moving around. And the audience gets the GM view versus...
That they can see what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and unlike most of our adventures, this one actually has secrets hiding behind rooms, and I don't want you guys to be privy to everything all at once.
Oh.
When we take our break, I'll probably go through and turn off dynamic lighting and just turn on regular fog of war, so I can remove it as we're going by, because that should help Kevin's situation too.
Yep. Is there anything else in this room besides a statue of 7 holding a globe?
There is not. And Overdrive, Mortis, and Resonant, I would like you guys to roll a just a standard remember check. If you have eidetic memory, you get to add 5 to this. So intelligence.
Intelligence
Okay,
plus
I
5.
Yep.
I don't have eidetic memory.
Yes, you do. You got
Yes,
it.
I do. I have it.
Centuria, I'd also like you to roll an expertise Netherwar check
Int with a plus 5, you say?
Centuria's sheet.
on Centuria sheet, yeah.
Where's my int?
17.
Oh. Ugh, thank goodness for that plus 5, eh? Ah! I don't know. That doesn't seem very good.
Wait, do I get a plus 5 too? Because I have eidetic.
Yes, you do.
Oh well, okay. Well, 19 is a little bit better, but still not good.
So everybody got a 15 or higher, so everybody but Overdrive. You,
I'm clearly distraught. That's the whole point. I
Yeah.
can't remember things.
You recognize this globe as the planet that you all went to 10 years ago with Seven in the
So
Netherworld.
this is Una's.
Una's homeworld.
Hmm.
And you see there is a golden marker on the globe hovering over the location of where you remember the city of Nethermore being.
Do I know anything special about it, having lived through the war already?
You remember that this was the scene of the climactic battle between Una and the survivors of Freedom League Dark. Those who had not been slain or trapped in a different dimension at this time. So basically you, Overdrive, and Thunderbolt?
I thought Overdrive was gone like early. Because he got sucked into the thing.
Into the wellspring?
Wellspring.
Yeah.
The wellspring of velocity. See, that's why I don't remember.
Yes.
It's not because my dice suck.
I thought it was Resonant and Thunderbolt.
No, Resonant got
because
trapped
Resonant
in.
never came back to.
Yeah.
That's right.
It was probably just you with Thunderbolt.
No.
Ooh.
And the League of Substitute
I don't want to.
Freedom.
Yeah, Bowman would have been there.
Yeah, I think Bowman was there until the end. I think we said that.
That is surprising.
Then he remembered that he was a guy with a bow and arrow fighting a magic god.
And then
What? That's what I am right now. Oh.
His brain melted.
Was Mortis dead?
Mortis was in the underworld.
Right.
Mortis and the lords of the underworld.
So that was a trick question. The answer is yes.
Right.
Both.
There was a Dark Archer murder spree at some point, but Bowman had come to at least fight in the final battle.
Okay.
He was so angsty.
So this is depicting Nethermore,
Mhm.
and Kate remembers it's still basically the place where everyone that was still around fell to Una, besides her.
Yes.
That's me because I'm too cool.
Bowman
awesome.
is the only one who doesn't know what this is.
So we'll explain it to you so that you are aware of what happened. So the location is where Seven and Overdrive, myself, and Mortis and Darkstar headed in to confront Una, the city of Nethermore, and on her planet.
World.
Yeah, Throne World.
On Una's throne world, could part of Seven still be there?
I think so. I think she, from the times I've talked to her, I think she is trapped there as much as she's trapped inside of Una.
This marker on the map, do you think that's her location, maybe?
That's what I'm thinking. It would jive, since that's where we found a way into Una's lair.
It's just what I was thinking. I was hoping I wasn't being too optimistic.
I mean, we're all really hoping that she's there, Bowman.
Not to be a downer, but that's where you died in my dimension.
Well,
Wait, me?
Bowman.
Oh. Right.
Be careful.
Well, I'm always extra careful when we go into other dimensions.
Yeah. Sure.
Does
I
it
have a
look like we can
tooth that
remove
proves
the...
that's not true.
I mean, to be fair, it was one of the other heroes who did that. I think it was Overdrive who did that. I have to.
What?
When Bowman was mind controlled and it was.
Does it look like the globe can be removed?
It does.
Do we want to take it with us?
Do we not have that globe in the map?
Any way I can check with expertise magic or to look for any kind of runes or mystical sigils that may be hidden?
Sure. Go ahead and give me an expertise magic check.
Because I'm thinking this might be like the skull, which has a hidden rune on it. No, I got a 16, so I'm guessing it's a no-go.
You don't see any secret runes on it, but when you look at it with your soul sight, you do see what looks like, almost looks like the purple gold magic of Una is permeating the globe like a UV light. And it seems to be being pushed backwards and forwards by another magical color. Looks like what you recognize to be the sort of black chrome of Seven's magic. It looks like they're in a sort of tug of war with one another across the globe.
I will point that out to Resonant.
Ooh.
Do you
Okay.
think you have much more fine control than I do, but do you think we can boost the counter resonance?
Maybe. Can I make an expertise magic check, Alex?
Sure.
36.
With a 36, you suspect that would be possible from the Nerian Nexus if you took this globe to the Astrolabe Chamber.
If we take this back to the Nerian Nexus, we might be able to do something. Just like that. Let's take
And
it with us.
stand back, and I say stand back, and I step back, and I manifest a spectral clawed hand, and I will reach out for the globe.
Or just cast Mage Hand.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Your mage hand reaches out, it grabs the golden globe and pulls it over towards you all. The statue of Seven closes her hands and folds them over her lap, and you see her face shifts into a subtle smile.
Expertise, we're fucked. What's the DC on that?
It was like insight. Is that a good smile or a bad smile or a mischievous smile?
It's an enigmatic Mona Lisa smile.
Of course it is.
DC 50. Ask again later.
Try shaking the globe.
I was going to ask if Bowman recognizes that smile in any way.
It looks like a reassuring and friendly smile.
No.
All right. So heading back out into the hallway, is the southernmost door open?
It
Or
is
is it-
closed.
It is
It appears
closed.
to be locked with those arcane runes.
Okay. I think we need to head back and drop off our first rune to Malador to go any further. So
Let's go see how the statue reacts.
Yeah.
Are all the doors to there still open?
They are.
heading on back to the 3 statue room.
Preparing for silence.
No, the map has been updated a bit, Kevin.
Yeah, I took the dynamic lighting off, Kevin, so it should not be giving you trouble now, I hope.
Oh, it's glorious.
I hid all the secret things on the GM layer, so I still can't
Okay, I was
show
gonna say,
chat.
like, you said you weren't gonna show it, and then now you showed it.
I put all the secrets in the GM layer, so you guys can see the
That's
rooms
so-
on the map, but you can't see what's in the rooms.
My
I
goodness. This is
am
why I
ignoring them.
appreciate your ability to juggle this online gaming thing. 'Cause this,
Game layer is your favorite layer.
I mean, give me a map on a table I can cover up with paper. There we go. I'm good.
So
One day we will have a stream in person, and it will be glorious.
Yes. Yes.
right.
I'm still holding the skull unless anyone's taken it from me.
Nope.
No. No one is taking the skull from you.
I will
Not
again
happening.
I will again to quote my teammate, cast Mage Hand and place said skull over with Malador.
You gonna place it gently, or you're gonna like 3-point it?
I'm gonna place it gently.
We're not sure about
Yes.
we're not sure about Derek's basketball abilities.
Derek is not athletic. No.
No rim. The skull.
Well,
Swish.
The skull floats over it, floats down into Malador's hands, and the statue's hands close around it, and they crush it into dust. And he pulls out the 2 gems, and the statue begins to hum, and it begins to glow with golden light. Not
What
purple
were the
golden
gem?
light.
What were the gems?
Resonant would know. They were 2
Yep.
emeralds.
Okay.
Sarek is happy.
Do we hear anything else?
You do hear the gears that have been grinding and moaning begin to accelerate in speed.
Okay. I guess we take the southern path.
Sounds like a plan. As the gears are grinding and moaning, Alex, is there any of my skills that would make sense to think that we're in a giant soul vault?
I'll give you a hero point because you hit it on the head. You tell me what that feels like, that heebly-jeebly feeling.
Well, it was the gears and grinding, and I'm like, wait, I described that myself. So yeah. This dimension, I look at the others again. This dimension is a prison of sorts. We're in a soul vault.
Wasn't that what Necros was trying to create within Pharaohberg? A giant version of what's in your chest?
I think we're in the heart of that same one.
So are we doing more harm than good?
How else would we out?
I don't think we have a choice whether we're doing more harm than good or not.
Mortis, do you think the answer to that question is complicated? You think if you believe that Dr. Necros' scheme will keep Una away, that you are technically doing more harm than good? But you think if you are trying to stop whatever he is doing, you are doing more good than harm?
I think what we're doing will disable the soul vault.
Which is what we want since we're trying to save Nick and the rest of the ghosts. So let's keep moving, right?
Yeah.
All right, southern path it is. Do you want us to move and stop anywhere, Alex, or can we head to the next door that's open?
You can certainly head to the next door that is open.
I'm assuming it's the one on that's over here? Okay.
Yep.
The one with the oddly shaped gear in it?
Yes.
Spoiler alert. Just kidding.
But yes, that door is open as you're moving along. As you guys pass by this door, will you give me a perception check?
Certainly.
My perception or Mortis's perception?
Mortis's perception.
Talking about my
31.
shawl.
19.
Ooh.
34 or 30. Sorry, I can't read. I got excited. It's blurry. I need to have my glasses back on.
Wow.
Okay.
Everybody but Bowman.
Ah,
You hear as you pass by this door a woman yelling very loudly in Italian through the massive stone door.
The vampire.
what?
The-
Resident, you speak Italian.
Yep.
ish.
Or I understand Italian. I understand Italian.
She is yelling, "You idiots, get this door open. We're going to die in here if nobody does anything."
Already dead.
She's undead though, right?
Close enough for government work.
Just if we solve this one and it opens that door, be ready for a fight because she doesn't sound happy.
Doesn't sound happy.
The vampire stuck in the room to the south.
This is literally a time Bowman can say what voice.
I think that's exactly why he did it.
Me.
Okay. Heading on into this weird gear room.
Awesome. So yeah, that door is open. You do see this sort of large. It almost looks like a tree with a knot in the middle of it, made of black steel. There is a rune across the trunk of this cog-like tree that says "reach in" resonant. You see there is a sort of a hole a little bit larger than a human head. That has sort of this cold black feeling emanating from it.
I think this might be courage.
I want to do that.
And we're supposed to just stick a hand in and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Right, well, here I go. Sorry, Mortis.
Well, wait. I put my hand on Centuria's shoulder. Picture the ocean and breathe deeply. And I'm going to try to make myself go insubstantial with her to teach her how to do it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Centuria, do you have a reaction to that?
I'm gonna be like, oh.
Because you do feel yourself become insubstantial, whatever that feels like to you.
I'm gonna say thank you to Mortis, but then I'm gonna say I think that me going insubstantial for this would counteract the act of courage. So I'm gonna just try it.
Well, I'm just saying if you get stuck, like.
Fair. Good point. Good point. All right. Hope there's no scorpions in here. And I will stick my arm in.
Is Centuria scared of scorpions?
Isn't everyone?
So, Centuria, you reach your arm in. You pass the negative space of the darkness, and you put your arm in. You go up to your shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay. As you press up your side against it, you reach your arm down. You do feel what you think is the bottom. Resonant, you see the runes on the outside of the cog change from reach in to guess who. And Centuria, you feel sort of something that's coarse and rough, and dripping wet.
Is it syrup on sandpaper for 500?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, this is immediately where my mind went.
Okay, I'm sorry. You said it was rough and dripping wet.
Yes, coarse, rough, and dripping wet. You feel it sort of slurping and slobbering on your hand up to your shoulder.
This is the grossest thing I've ever done. What am I supposed to do?
Guess who?
I don't know.
What do you feel?
It's rough and it's wet and like slurping on my arm.
Coarse and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Like a tongue?
Like, yeah. Kate, didn't you have a dog?
Brutus?
When you say that, the cog pulls away from around your two arms. It collapses to the ground, and you do see a chocolate lab holding a human spine in its mouth.
Huh.
Drop that. Drop that.
And he drops it, and he is stupid excited to see you.
I am stupid excited to see him, even though he doesn't. Does he recognize my soul? Like he doesn't know. Who I
He
am?
does.
There's a human spine in his mouth. This is not a cuddle moment. No.
Yeah, I feel like you're glossing over the spine part here.
I will reach out and grab the spine, bring it over towards me.
You do see the spine has the rune for courage on it.
I was gonna say, this isn't the spine the representation of courage, having a backbone?
Centuria is on the ground with the dog while you guys are talking.
Also reminds me of a certain necromancer's staff.
Yeah.
Mortis, actually, Centuria, you have soul sight too.
Yep.
Both of you with your soul sight, you notice that this Brutus has the same sort of multiversal phase as Centuria does.
Oh my god!
Aww.
I'm so happy. We have a dog now. Dog mascot.
Nice.
He rolls over on his back and kicks his legs up in the air.
We got to get him a mask and a cape.
Bowman's doing inventory.
Bowman, he's not your sidekick.
You want to give him a
but
mask and a cape.
just in case, better to have it and not need it. We should probably get going.
Centuria sort of looks at Overdrive and sees no recognition in his eyes and sort of just like, yeah.
Aww.
Oh,
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yeah. That's what we're here for.
I wasn't going to have him run out to Overdrive, but yes, he will do that if that's what you want.
No. I think he probably would sense that he's not his Overdrive.
Davey
If he
is
knows
squealing.
that I'm Centuria and I'm in Mortis's body, I feel like he would have to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do think it's strange that he does have a very familiar reaction to you.
Because he's super dog.
I'm scanning the dog. Can I make any kind of, I don't know, magic check on this dog?
You can make a perception check with your magic senses.
$15. I'm just curious if we need to get the dog a cape or not.
Oddly enough, he is registering as being magic. You see that he's sort of influenced with similar magic that the Soul Vault produces. But it also seems to be something between the lines of the Crossroads and darkness control or shadow control.
Oh.
It's so fun.
okay. Resident's gonna smile at Centuria playing with the dog. Well,
Right.
that was unexpected.
All right, Brutus, heal. Heal.
To answer your question, Wiki, I think the Centuria bodies did, so that the Davy dolls are both on LaFondi.
Yes. Davy is with Centuria and LaFondi, and
Yeah.
the other Centuria body, which Mortis has, was Davy-less, but now Mortis has a action figure of himself.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Creepy. Weird.
Wonderful.
Okay. Do we hear? Did anything? Nothing else clicked or opened when we did that.
No.
I guess we gotta drop this one back off too.
But you
Tish.
did notice that this. God damn it! You did notice that this door is open over here as well.
Oh, okay. Then
So it's up to you if you want to take the spine back and deposit it with Sophie, or if you want to investigate the next room and then take the spine and anything else you may find back with you.
I like checking out this other room.
Might as well get it while we're down here,
Wow.
since the spine will open something else,
Yeah,
presumably.
If it opens the door to the vampire, right?
Had to happen, right?
No. Rather it happen afterwards.
Awesome. Well, as you guys enter this room, you see the Fairyberg 4. 3 of the 4 are suspended in the air by purple magical energy over those pits. The power chains between them and down to Kid, who is still on the ground. They appear to be in some sort of magical trance-like state.
Well, this explains why we couldn't get a hold of him.
Can you nullify the magic holding them?
I can verify. There's no cell reception down here.
I'm not sure me nullifying the magic is what we need here. If this is the compassion room, we need to figure out what this is all about. Expertise magic?
Sure. Go ahead and give me an expertise magic check.
25.
That's your second 25 on an expertise magic check.
Yeah, 5s are apparently common.
I hope roll 20 is over the low rolls.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Stop. Don't jinx us, Alex.
Call it a feeling.
Resonant, as you're examining what's going on, you think that this spell is a feedback loop that you can try to nullify, specifically try to nullify. It would be opposed by whatever caster created the spell. You also think that you could get 4 of you to take the place of the Fairyberg 4 and try to resist it yourselves, being stronger heroes. But there's a chance if you don't succeed at that you could become drawn into the spell itself.
Do I think it's affecting their mind or affecting their bodies?
You think it's
Yes.
affecting their bodies. But they
Okay.
do seem to be checked out at the moment. They don't have
The
any
answer?
reaction to you all in the room.
Yes.
Well, compassion would say we take the place of these kids. I don't know if this is Necros's doing. Mortis, do you think this is something he's capable of?
Expertise magic to see if it's related to, or crossroads or whatever it would be appropriate.
Expertise magic would be fine.
24. Does it seem like something my would-be father-in-law would be
This
doing?
does not appear to be Soul Vault magic. This appears to be Sifunador's magic.
Definitely doesn't vibe with his power signature. Doesn't.
If that's the case, then it's a little bit. There's a chance this is outside my capability of nullifying, without risking the kids.
Then we just have to fight it. We can't let them.
No.
Like,
Question is, who takes the center? Because everything seems to be pouring into Kid.
I can.
I'd be willing, but it feels more like it should be you,
I can do it.
just based on.
Compassion.
Well, I was thinking more on your control over, magic ley lines and channeling powers and power and stuff. Mine's more tangential.
It's at least close enough. Yeah, I'll take over in the center. you guys will have to help the others down when you go to take their place too.
Century will pet Brutus and be like, be a good boy if I don't make it out of here, and she'll go back here.
He cocks a head at you like, what?
I just got here.
All right. Well, I guess I'll saunter over this way.
We don't make it, Bowman. Get these kids out of here.
Take care of my dog.
It's a lot of responsibility for Bowman all at once.
What? I mean, I was going over to the right. I don't know if I had to be on the spot or on the left. Sorry. But I mean, sure, Bowman can stay out if you want me to stay. I don't know what the plan is now.
Well, my thinking is since this is arcane energies.
All right. Then I don't know what I can do to be helpful here, other than believing you guys.
Brutus whines and puts his head against your hip.
Check on the Fariburg 4 when we take over for them. Make sure they're okay.
You know, I'll get them out of here if I can.
Mortis,
But don't die in there.
That's not the plan. Mortis, hand him the spine. Mm-hmm. Just in case.
Sure. Here's the spine.
Here's a spine.
Here's a spine.
Give it back to Brutus.
Wow, in a week from Valentine's Day. Thanks.
All right.
All right. So everybody, the three on the ends, Centuria, Mortis, and Overdrive. I would like each of you to roll a Fortitude save for me.
Oh boy.
You're looking for a 25.
I hope I find it.
Fortitude, Centuria, Fortitude, Mortis.
Mortis Fortitude.
That sucks.
Yep. Sorry.
Let me go ahead and spend a hero point there.
I think we're all gonna be spending something.
You also have your luck points.
Yes, I feel like that should dramatically be saved for something else. I just have a call it intuition.
I'm just like nervous because like 21 isn't bad, but like it's not good either.
And that's a 33 with the hero point expenditure.
No,
No,
you
it
rolled
isn't.
an 11.
Son of a the absolute worst thing to roll on a reroll.
I'm spending a luck. I'm pulling up since I'm pulling blackjack out. I'm actually using the ace of spades to do my reroll.
Fair. He was like, "Hey, look, this is a luck point for me in the future."
Oh my god!
Oh,
Natural 1.
yeah, we gonna die.
Wow.
Guys are just gonna make
I
it.
have to take care of my dog.
But even that's barely higher than I got in the first roll.
Yeah, that's a 19. So everybody take what you rolled and subtract it from 25.
Okay.
That's how many points of stamina you lose.
Rude.
Oh,
Do the sheets allow for that sort of modification?
Yeah, you should be able to just
You put
subtract.
like a temporary one or just
Yeah,
lower
just
it?
go over to the right column's modifier. If you subtract, you can do that. Let me know if that pushes any of your fortitudes under -5.
Pushes our fortitude?
Your stamina under -5.
Oh, okay. No.
mine's at -2, which is sad.
Really close. As close as it could be without going under.
Oh, I wasn't trying to roll it.
Oof.
All right, don't go under -5 is my advice.
Well, that's
Okay.
lovely.
So
What do you need
each
from
of
me?
you, I need you to make a fortitude save versus a DC 30.
Okie doke.
I'm really glad.
Centurion's fortitude is literally 16. I'm so
Is
mad.
there anything that
I can't get much better than that. It's a 28.
So you'll just lose 2 points of stamina.
I don't know if there's anything Bowman could have done to help. this Bowman has done magic, but in a different body. So I don't know if that's.
Yeah, it was just going into the feedback that's gone into the kids. I want each of you to describe what it looks like as you take over the imprisonment of the Führerberg 4, and this magical wave has this impact on your bodies. And I'll start with Mortis.
So, I float up, get to the same height as Blackjack, and I kind of body check him out as I go into the conduit of power. As I do, I let out a scream so loud as the energy kind of rips through him and actually kind of shreds the edges of his long cape cloak, and everything. And the ace of spades that was in his pocket floats out and gets disintegrated in the energy conduit. And Mortis is still screaming at this point, so because it hurt a lot.
My life. Centuria.
Centuria will sort of float up to be level with, who is that?
The witch.
The witch. And will sort of like tackle her out of the way, and then take her place in the beam, and she also starts screaming from pain.
There's a symphony of Derek's screaming over there.
Yes, 2 Derek screams.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Overdrive.
Sort of shimmies up and like he's like maybe trying to resist the imprisonment thing with some of that vibrational frequency tricks that he's learning to do, and yeah, that doesn't work. So he just kind of the thing just sort of slams into him like a freight train, and like eyes kind of roll up in his head a little bit. That hurt.
And Resonant.
So Resonant basically goes up to stand next to Kid and kind of intercept the 3 beams. And as she does, she clenches her teeth and she tries to fight through it. You see, like she's trying to pull on the gems for a little bit of strength. Her hair goes through some rapid fire color changes, and then she just lets out a primal scream.
Everybody's screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Woman's like,
Brutus.
Bowman's trying to comfort Brutus as best he can.
Oh, baby.
Brutus is laying on the ground with his paws over his eyes, like, I can't watch.
And Bowman's waiting to see what happens to the Führerberg 4.
Awesome. The 4 Führerberg kids are deposited roughly on the ground, and their eyes sort of flutter open, and they all seem very weak, drained of vitality and energy. Blackjack can barely get to his feet, and he sort of looks at the other 3 and looks over at Bowman with a, I don't know, man, look on his face.
I don't know, man.
After a moment, as you all absorb this energy, it all courses through the 3 of you floating over the pits and strikes Resonant one more time. Resonant, I need one last fortitude save for a DC 25.
Okay.
Can do it. No.
I will spend a luck point here. My ace of spades will burn. That's going to take me... I have to spend another hero point because that will take me to -5.
-5 is okay. Just don't go over -5.
I'll take the 22.
So you're living on the edge right now, basically.
Yeah.
I can't help myself from falling.
Wow.
So that's 3 more points of stamina absorbed.
Yep.
Okay.
As the spell thunders out of existence, and all of you find yourself in this chamber. Over the 3 pits, it sort of strikes the 3 of you over the pits as odd, because out of your chest phases this ruby third of a heart, and the 3 of them slam together, making a gemstone heart in front of Resonant that has the compassion rune on it.
And our stamina is still lowered.
It is still lowered.
Big bummer.
I'm actually going to deal everybody a hero point. Because that stamina damage will remain as long as you're within the big soul vault.
I don't even know how to react at this point. Bowman just calls out, "Are you guys okay?
No.
Are you all alive?"
For now.
Sorta.
Or just shrugs.
What is alive?
Better.
Let's see here. I need to look at something real quick. I don't, yeah, nothing there I think affects. I don't think my healing will affect it, even though I've got most of the really good bonuses on it. So
are the Fairbrook 4 like completely out of it? Because Bowman had some questions.
They seem pretty out of it.
Okay. If you guys can stand, we need to get the kids out of here.
Yeah, let's get them out of here. So I only took 2 hits to stamina, so I should probably still be strong enough to speed wake them out.
Yeah. Yep. It's just going to affect your toughness and fortitude saves.
Yes.
Are you taking them and all of the objects back to the main chamber?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed Resonant on accident, but Resonant's coming this way.
Oh yeah. Back to the center.
And the 4 of them can chill out there in the corner with a juice box and a towel and a blanket. Hope for the
Some
best.
orange slices.
And you guys have the 2 other objects you were looking for.
Great.
We'll sling that spine into the Sophie statue.
And we'll put the heart into the compassion Uno one.
Awesome. Sophie, the hands of the statue clench around the spine, and she strips it, sort of like stripping the branches off of a tree. She pulls the vertebrae away, and inside there is the silver cord that she takes and wraps, and the statue actually hands it to Bowman. And it looks like it's a length of rope or a whip, possibly.
Like very thin or like thick as a whip?
It looks like it starts off sort of thick in the handle, in the base of it, and it extends out to a point.
Okay. Okay, so Bone will take that, roll it up and attach it to his belt, and then just look up at that statue with confusion and curiosity, and yeah, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with this.
And
Me neither.
The statue of Una takes the heart, breaks it in half, and
Jeez.
pours this sort of mercury gold liquid into its mouth. The rune disappears on all 3 statues. Resonant, you notice that the liquid seems to accumulate in a vial in the statue's chest as a panel opens, leaving this sort of gold platinum vial.
I'll take that out of the chest. We didn't get anything from Malador, right?
It didn't explicitly hand you anything, but you do notice that the 2 emeralds are still there.
Okay, so we'll take the emeralds then too.
Awesome. You also hear the clockwork noises begin to grind and whir heavier and heavier, and you hear the sound of all the final doors in the vault clicking open. And I think that's a good place for us to take our break real quick.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
So we will be back in just a couple of minutes. Everybody get up, stretch your legs, grab a drink, grab a snack, because the Tomb of Horrors is about to give birth.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Don't say that phrase.
Oh.
So we'll be back in just a moment. Everybody will see in a second.